he's very good at show jumping. Oh, he's getting a bit excited.
Everyone's laughing at me. Hi guys, welcome back to this week's vlog. This week we're going to do a Meet the Horses vlog, so we're going to talk you through each of the different horses, how long I've had them, what they've done, what we're aiming for, and give you some clips of each of them. It's going to be an updated video because we've got a few new horses from last time, so we hope you enjoy it. This is Zebedee.
Swola, swola, swola. Swola, 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 swola.
Zebedee is a 16-1, 18-year-old, so he's the old man compared to my other horses. I have had Zeb 8.5 years, so a long time, so we really know each other very well. He's the horse who I pretty much started my eventing career on. I'd only done a few events on another horse before that, so he's done everything for me really, and we're such a partnership and a team. So Zebedee has competed up to advanced and 4-star level, international 4-star level. He's my top horse. We're hoping this year to continue at 4-star and do some long format 4-stars. We've only done short format so far. Although he's 18, he is a low mileage 18-year-old. So hopefully he's got quite a few more years left in him. Being an older horse, it's really important that we look after him as best we can. He has got arthritis in his hocks. So Zebedee comes in the stable every night, summer and winter. We are really strict with his routine. He's never, even on his break, he still hacks, so he's still moving because that's the best thing for arthritis. We also keep him super warm, and when it's really cold, like the weather we just had, he has bandages on, fleece hock boots, loads of rugs on, especially because he's also a bit older. He does feel the cold a bit more now. So it's really important that we do really look after him and manage him well. So Zebedee is very grumpy. I'm sure if you've watched some of my other videos, you will have seen that. He gets quite moody. I think he just knows he's king of the yard. He's been here the longest, and he just acts like a bit of a diva. When we go to competition, he is completely different though. And to ride, he is just amazing. He's so safe and so happy when he's being ridden. He just really loves to be ridden and competed. Zebedee is my horse of a lifetime, so he will be here forever. He will retire here, which we don't really like to think about because it makes me cry, but he will be here forever. He will never go anywhere because he has just done so much for me and I owe him everything.
Okay, so we're now going to talk about Zeb's strengths and weaknesses. So I'm sure you all know, if you've watched some of the other videos and seen my Instagram, dressage is definitely Zebedee's weakness. He's not actually really built for dressage, but he does really try, and he just gets so overexcited when he goes to events about doing the cross country that he just gets a little bit tense. We've worked really hard with the dressage, and it is really coming together now. He really does step it up every time we go to another level. He really tries. We're near the end of the class in an international, but we're kind of close enough in our score that we can make it up with our cross country, which I'm sure, as you all know, that is definitely Zeb's strongest phase by far. He is an absolute demon cross country. He just loves it, and he is so bold, super keen. And if I say, point him at a jump, he'll try his absolute best to jump it. He'll lock on between the two flags. He really just gets his eye on the flag, so skinnies aren't an issue. And we're just such a team out cross country, but he's also really safe. If he doesn't think he can get over the jump safely, he will stop, which he has done occasionally. So that's really nice, jumping around 4-stars, because they are huge on a horse that's like that. So that is definitely our strongest phase, and it's my strongest phase as well. And the time cross country as well, he's a thoroughbred. His mum was a racehorse. So the time is what causes most people to drop down the placings at the top level, because they can't make the time, whereas he's one of the fastest cross-country horses. When I go to those 4-stars, he can make the time. Okay, so we're now going to jump the horse of jumps with Zebedee. So Zebedee, my weakest phase is probably my show jumping, probably not his weakest phase. He's just so bold and really tries. It's quite difficult in Higgs. It's only a 20/40, and the way he really likes to jump is you have to get a really forward canter, almost like you're cross-countrying. So it is quite difficult in here to just try and keep the momentum, because unlike Maximus and Cato, he's not got the natural talent as much. He just has such a big heart, and he really tries, and he wants to do it for you. Good boy, keep him straight. Lovely, good boy. So he's really trying here, and he just loves jumping. Good boy, wait to the last. Tapped it, but I didn't have it down.
This is Maximus. Maximus is a 9-year-old 16-hand gelding who I've owned for just over 2 years. So when I got him, he hadn't done anything really. I think he'd been cross-country schooling once, and maybe to an arena hire and a dressage competition. So I've done everything with him. We have competed at B100 level and done 1 novice. He's done quite well in his first season eventing, and our aims with him are to continue at novice level this year and to do an international 2-star. Maximus is super friendly horse, and he's like a bit of a donkey on the ground. As you can see, he doesn't really look like he's going to do much when you ride him. He sort of drags his feet a bit, he walks really slowly, so you can just do whatever you want with him on the ground. He's super friendly and cuddly, which is so nice compared to Zebedee. So Maximus in the winter lives in overnight and goes out in the day, and in the summer he lives out 24/7. He is far better living out. He gets a little bit excited when we go out hacking in the winter, so we don't really do much hacking in the winter because we have to go in open fields, and he gets, not that he looks like it now, he does get a bit overexcited, so he's far better living out. So he lives out in the summer 24/7, but in the winter, with the weather in England is not great, he does stay in, which he's quite happy with.
So Maximus's strengths and weaknesses. His dressage is definitely a big strength. He is just super to ride on the flat. He produces a lovely dressage test that's just so rhythmical, and it's just the same each time. So he scores like low 30s, high 20s every time. So that is just lovely compared to Zebedee, who really struggles. So that's definitely one of his strengths. Show jumping, he is so careful and super bold. I actually thought he might make a show jumper when I first got him. And the cross country, I was a little bit worried when I first got him that he might not actually be that bold cross country, but I definitely was wrong. He absolutely loves the cross country. He's really bold, doesn't really look at anything, and he's also, so far, he's only done 101 novice, he makes the time easily. One of his other weaknesses with his character is he does get a bit overexcited hacking. The summer he's okay because he then lives out, but the winter he does get overexcited. So we've currently just been hacking him on the road, and he's much better on the road than out in the open fields. Okay, so we're going to show jump around the course now. This is actually third time. We've had a few technical difficulties, so hopefully it works this time. He jumped it very well the first time, and now he's got himself a little bit more, good boy, a bit more excited. So hopefully he remains calm. So he's very good at show jumping. Well, good boy. And he's so careful and got so much talent. And normally he really just stays in the same rhythm. He's got himself now, not that one, very overexcited today. So he thinks he's jumping all these other fences, so it's actually not looking as calm as it normally is. But normally, good boy, what? Good boy. And I need to make sure I don't lean forward on landing. And one. Okay, we're off that. Good boy. So he absolutely loves his jumping, as you can see. He's getting very overexcited.
This is Cato. Cato is a 16'3", 17 hand 10-year-old gelding who I've really not had for very long. I only got him in December, so it's literally been a couple of months. Cato has competed 2 novice and 2-star before and is ready to go intermediate, so I'm really lucky to have him. I got him from a lady who I know who's just up the road from me, who runs Farley Hall, so I knew a little bit about him, which is really cool. So because of COVID, I haven't done that much with Cato. I've just been riding him at home and getting to know him. He is a super friendly horse. He just loves to get involved with anyone, anything. Like, you can't put anything on his box near his stable, he'll just have it in his mouth. He's just super, he loves to play with his mouth, and he's just such a friendly character to have on the yard. My aims with Cato are hopefully to event him at novice level this year and a international 2-star, so similar to Maximus actually. Although he's a bit more experienced, I've got to get to know him. He's quite a tricky horse. He's a lovely horse, but he's just quite tricky and he's quite spooky. So it's just really getting that partnership. I think once we've got it, we'll fly through and we'll fly up, because he's ready to go intermediate. He was with his previous rider. But it's just all about establishing a partnership at the minute, which is actually, for him, it's great that we're in COVID and lockdown, because it just means I can really focus on that, and hopefully once we can go out and about to arena hires and some competitions, I'll really get to know him.
So, Cato's strengths and weaknesses, obviously still quite difficult because I don't know him a huge amount, but I'm been told now we don't like that purple bucket, that his cross country, he's an absolute demon. Show jumping, he is really bold at the fence, but he just looks at what's going on around him, so that's where, if our flat work can get better, that will help hugely. The dressage, he can go super nicely. It's just getting him focus on you and not what's going on around him. Once he does, he really relaxes and he moves lovely, but it's just getting that at this point, and that's what's difficult and what we're really working on. So we're going to jump the whole course with Cato, and all I'm trying to do is keep him relaxed and round my inside leg, round all of the corners, and then sit quietly, even if we get it wrong like that, and then change leg. And I don't want him running off in between. That's what I'm trying to do. To keep him straight, and I'm off that. Good boy. And then round my left leg, not looking at that. Good boy. Sit. Sit quietly again. 2, 1. Good. And then change leg. Look up. Just keeping him straight as well. He likes to drift to the left like that. And round my inside leg again. Look where I'm going. Keep him straight, outside leg. Good boy.
This is Fire. country 14-year-old Welsh cross thoroughbred who I haven't had for that long. I've only had him since December. We've actually done a whole video about Fire, so we won't go into too much detail. If you want to see that vlog, it was a couple of weeks ago. Fire has competed to B100 and novice as a 9-year-old, but hasn't done a huge amount in the last few years. So we're just hoping to take him to some events, produce him a little bit, and then sell him to a home where he can go and do lots more eventing and have lots of fun.
Okay, so we're just going to talk about Fire's strengths and weaknesses. Now, obviously, I've only had him since December, so we haven't been able to do a huge amount with him, like away from home because of COVID. So I haven't taken him cross-country schooling, so I'm not really sure how he is with that. But from all the videos, he looks absolutely mega, so I'm so excited to take him cross-country. Dressage, he's definitely got everything there. He's just got to get back into the swing of it because he hasn't done a huge amount for the last few years. And the show jumping, we'll talk you through that in a minute when we pop him through a grid and you can see what he's like. Okay, so we're going to jump down a grid. This is actually the first time I've jumped a grid on Fire, so you're going to have to just bear with. I'm sure he's done it in the past. Good boy. Wow! Oh, he's getting a bit excited. He definitely enjoys his jumping. Okay, so we're going to jump down the grid again. He's clearly absolutely loving jumping. So I'm just working on trying to keep him straight, keep him in a rhythm, let him figure his feet out, even if we get it wrong there. Whoa, come on. Good boy. And as well. Oh, hey. Oh, he's got such a big jump. Hey guys, hope you've enjoyed the vlog. This is quite a feat having 4. Hope you've enjoyed getting to meet all my horses, finding out a bit about them. If you have any questions about them, please put them in the comments. Obviously we've got Errol as well. We did his video last week, so if you want to know anything about him, then go check that out. Hope you've enjoyed it. We've really enjoyed making the vlog. If you have, please like, share and subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you for the next one.
Swalla, swalla, swalla.